Hey Paul, this is your 5 times a week uh, workout. So I'll show you the warm up, and then the workout will be we're going toward non-stop movement um, with a 16 kilogram kettlebell, and um, and then at a later time I'll give you a different workout and also a workout that's more strength based that will use a much heavier kettlebell with. So to start the warm up, we'll do 3 sun salutations, and with these sun salutations, you're going to keep a really big bend in the knees and really focus on a deep breath. So it'll look like this. You'll inhale, reach the hands up and look up. Exhale fully and fold forward. You're bending the knees. Inhale and with the knees bent, just try to lengthen out your spine out through the crown of your head. And then as you exhale, step back and lower all the way to the floor in a slow, controlled fashion. Untuck the toes, and on an inhale with the hands underneath the shoulders, lift the chest up and think really long spine. Exhale and lower your chest down and push back to a down dog. So in down dog, you're going to let the feet be hip distance apart and the heels are dropping toward the floor. You're squeezing the thighs back and trying to lift the hips as high as you can. We'll just hold there for 2 breaths and then look forward. Inhale, step your right and left foot forward. Come to that long spine position. Exhale and fold forward. You're bending the knees, drawing the belly in. Inhale, reach up, look up, and then exhale, bring your hands by your sides. So you do that 3 times. And then what you'll do is you'll do a couple of neck movements. So the first one is just going to be the chin down toward the chest and back up toward the ceiling. When you look up toward the ceiling, think really long neck. We'll do just 5 of these neck movements. After 5 up and down, then we'll go turning. So you're going to turn over the head to the side and keep the chin slightly lifted. Come back to center and turn it to the other direction. You'll do that 5 times each side. Next, we'll go for the shoulders. So we'll start with just 5 shoulder shrugs in each direction. Just as big of a shoulder shrug as you can make, or a shoulder circle, and other direction. Then we'll move the whole arm, 5 in one direction, 5 in the other direction, 5 with the other arm in each direction. Then we'll get into the hips. So we're going to try to just move the hips in a big circle, 5 in one direction, 5 in the other direction. And then you're going to try to just move the pelvis. So it's like, think belly dancer. You're going to try to not have so much movement in the legs and the torso, but just the pelvis moves. You'll find these really tight spots in the hips, the leg. And so we'll go 5 of those in each direction. And then 5 leg circles in each direction, standing on one leg, moving the leg from the hip socket, not at the knee joint. So the leg is straight. You'll do 5 each direction. And then lastly, we'll have the hands behind the head. Try not to bend so much at the waist down toward the knee, but bring the knee really high as you turn and bring the knee really high. And we'll do 20 of these, so 10 each side. And so you'll be an exhale when you take the twist. So it'll be and there'll be 20 total. Okay, so for the kettlebell workout, you'll have that 16 kilogram kettlebell. The in-between move that we're going to do in between all the movements, it's just going to be a circuit that you do once, is going to be the hand-to-hand swing. So you'll pass the kettlebell around your body, keeping your butt tight, abs tight, and nice posture, strong position in the legs and feet. You'll do 5 in one direction and 5 in the other direction. That's how we'll start. Then we'll go into goblet squats. Kettlebell in the front of the chest. Chest stays lifted. Elbows hugging close to the body. As you squat down, sit the butt way back, let the knees come out, keep the feet flat, drive into the heels and come back up. So we'll take just 10 of these, and you want fast, because you're thinking, you want to get the heart rate up. After 10, you'll go 5 hand-hand swings, each direction. And then you'll move into thrusters. So for the thruster, you'll clean the bell up to your shoulder. And you'll take 5 squats, and then you'll drive the bell up. So it's kind of like a squat and a press. So squat down low, keep the chest up, drive the bell up. Back down. After 5, you'll lower, switch hands, clean the bell on the other side. Take your 5 thrusters on the other side. Then back to hand-to-hand around the body pass. 5 each direction. Then we'll go into the swing. So 2-handed swing, 10 of them. Remember, really using the breath and keeping the movement. So the pace, fairly quick. After 10, you go back to the around the body pass, 5 times each side. Go one arm swing. Keep the shoulder back, and don't let the kettlebell bring you forward. It'll be fairly easy with this weight. After 5, you'll switch hands. Do 5 on the other side. Big butt squeeze, big ab squeeze, big quad squeeze when you're here. Be mindful when you're in between the movements, how you stop, so with control, when you're coming out of the movement and coming back to this around the body pass. Next, it'll be a snatch, 5 snatches each side. So I think you know all these movements. Driving the bell over in one quick, seamless movement. Passing with a hand-to-hand swing, kind of. Driving, punching the fist up is there. And around the body pass. So you're doing one-armed things 5 times each. When you're using 2 hands on the bell, then you'll do it 10 times. So it's everything 10. Next will be a clean and press. So just clean, strict press, back down, clean and press. After 5, switch, clean, press. After 5, back to around the body pass, 5 times each way. Then we'll go hand-to-hand swings, switching at the top of the swing on every time, just 10 total. And then back around the body pass. Then lateral bends. Take a wider stance, have the bell behind you with the palm facing back. This is pretty lightweight, so you have to just make the muscle connection. Use the breath and try to feel tightness here. So you'll bend away from the ab side that you're stretching, also some lower back muscles. And when you come up upright, you're going to squeeze it in tight. So it's after 5, we'll switch, do 5 on the other side. And lastly, then around the body pass, 5 times each arm. And then lastly, 10 American swings. So again, it's easy with this weight, but so the American swing, you're going to bring up pretty high. Not like the Russian swing. You probably know, and you can look it up on YouTube if you don't see it very well in this video, but just drive it back in. The arms are locked out at the top, and the body's really tight. And remember, in your swings, the body's pretty vertical when the bell's up. So with the Russian swing and with the American swing, you're trying not to lean back really strong in the front and the back of the body. Lastly, you're going to take a wide legged down dog. And so what that'll look like is the hands are going to be closer to the feet than a normal down dog. Feet are fairly wide, and so this is much wider than my shoulders. My hands will be shoulder distance. My feet are wider than my shoulders. And it's a pretty close distance. And then you're driving the heels down and letting the chest sink down toward the ground. Fingers are spread wide. And we're going to hold this for 2 minutes. You're going to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, from the side. It's like this. It's a pretty close stance. Really trying to let the chest sink down, head sink down completely. And I'll get you a shoulder mobility series, really short series, awesome series to do soon. Okay, hopefully this video turned out well, huh? Good hearing from you. I'm glad you got a hold of me. Bye.